Welcome back. I've just realised there is a bit of tree in my house. Definitely gonna have to fix that. What? Hang on, I've got what is going on there? Why is there a tree in my house? Right, well, sorry tree, but you are gonna have to go. So, we're on the same day. It's now, I've just had lunch. It's sort of past lunchtime. I've unpacked, so I'm ready to get my hands dirty and start doing some work. Interesting though, while I was unpacking, I was going through here, and in this cupboard here, I found some old manuals. I've really got to cut that tree down. I found some old manuals. And I now know what those bits of equipment were that I was stumped on. I didn't know what they were. And also, those other little, I want to call them buildings. I don't know what to call them at this stage. Facilities. I know what they are as well. And actually, really useful. So let me just, let me jog, otherwise we're going to be here all day. We're going to get to work in a minute. Because they're so, I just want to get started. I'm so excited. But, so yeah, we knew this. This is a trailer. I wasn't sure what this was. This is a straw baler, which is going to be quite useful. We all know what that is. I knew that was a seeder / planter. Turns out it's a planter. And this is a fertilizer spreader. Well, fertilizer spreader / lime spreader. I don't know if there's anything in it. I have no idea. But yeah, that's what that is. So I didn't know what that was. And I found out what these things are. So this is a production facility where I'm going to be able to produce my own stuff. I say stuff. If we get stones off the fields, I can use the stones to make lime. And I can also use the slurry and the manure that the pigs are going to make my own fertilizer. And if I've got any leftover crop, like any oats or wheat or anything, I can make seeds. So this one little bit of kit here means the farm can be completely self-sufficient. I'm staggered how the previous farmer just wasn't able to make a go of this, and why. I mean, I don't know his personal situation, obviously, but yeah. And this makes pig food. How cool is that? You put in what it needs, and it makes pig food. I mean, that's amazing. I found the manual. So it needs potatoes, water, and wheat. And that's it. And we've got potatoes growing somewhere over there. We've got this wheat that we're going to be doing today. And then I just need water and I can produce my own pig food. And also, I was having a chat with Mike in the house just up there, who's going to help us out from time to time. I mean, not for a while. I can't afford to pay him yet. But he was saying that the meat factory, where we're going to be taking our pigs to when they're fully grown, once they produce the pallets of meat that we're going to be our source of income, they do pig feed as a byproduct as well. So we can get pig food from two sources. But, I mean, we may have to buy some when we first get our pigs as we get going. But, yeah. So, I'm thinking first job. I mean, I want to get pigs in as soon as possible. Get my little piglet. I can't wait to have piglets on the farm. So I was having a scout around and having a think and thinking, well, you know, I'm quite lucky in the sense this is not really my harvest. This is the work of the previous guy, but this is ready to be harvested. And it's wheat, and we need wheat. If we're going to do some chickens over in that rundown area down there as a little side income for some eggs, and also we can use wheat to make pig food, and also we can use any leftover wheat to help make some more seeds. I need to get this harvested. So I was having a little look around, and I realised our harvester that we need to get going, which is our first job of the day. I looked around. There's no header. There's nothing to use it with. So I went and I called up Mike. He's so helpful, Mike, and he said you can rent equipment from the store in this town. It can be pricey. It's better off to own your own equipment. He said, but as long as you return it in which the condition you pick it up, you know, they'll trust you and they don't mind you renting, but they don't want you doing it on a permanent basis. They will expect you to buy from them. So I guess, like, if we rent a couple of times, like say if we rent a header now to get our harvesting done, next year's harvest they would expect us to buy, and I'm okay with that. So now I can't remember if we got this started. It's filthy. We need to clean it. I mean, we may as well clean it after I've used it, but I can't remember if it started. Let's have a go. Come on. Third time's the charm. Come on. Yeah. Oh, yes. Okay. I need to do some repairing on this, and it's gonna need... is that enough fuel? I don't know. Right, let's get it out of here anyway. I don't know how long it's been since this thing's had a run, like. But then actually saying that, you think most farmers that either own or rent harvesters, they must only use them once or twice a year, and then they just sit in a shed for the year. I assumed, you know, they're not something they use all year round, are they? Right, let's get it over here, because I've got tools over here. I don't know if that's going to reach the tool. I have got... oh, there was that toolbox, wasn't there, over by the chicken? Let me... If I just put it slightly in front of the telehandler, I should be able to work on it from here. Okay, right, let's... we'll go around this one. Right. So... repair 56 grand to repair it. 56,000 pounds to I cannot spend 56 grand on repairing it. Oh my god. I mean, I can't grumble. I've got a harvester, it does run, but 56 grand to repair it. Damn. Alright, well, we're gonna need diesel. Let's do that, and then we'll leave it in front of the field, because I'm going to have to go up the shop and I'm going to rent a header. I don't know how much that's going to cost. I'm really worrying about money. That is, I mean, I'm already 100 grand in debt as it is. Let's just plonk it. Oh no, wait, diesel. I literally just went past there was some diesel in there. We checked that, didn't we? When we first had a little tour around the farm. Let's go here. Let's just put in what we got, because my car's fueled up. Okay, that is half a tank. I reckon we can that should be fine. Right, I'm going to kind of plonk this here. And I'm going to leave it there. Oh, I can't believe that. £56,000 just to I say that, it's a harvester, of course it's going to cost that much. That's in a... Right, we only need it to run, essentially, we need to do this field. We're not going to be using this to harvest potatoes, I'll have to rent something to do that. And then there's the other field, oats, but I don't think that field's ready yet. So we may have to rent a header a couple of times and just hope that harvester runs, and then we've got a year to get that repaired and get some kit for it. The beast. Right, I've got plenty of fuel in this. Right, I'm gonna hop up to the store. If I can remember how to drive. Yeah, I'm gonna hop up to the store, and then we're gonna look at what we can rent to get the header sorted for that harvester, and hopefully we can get this field harvested. Alright, I've rented it. Just to rent this, has cost me just over £5,000 to have this for the day. I'm really worrying about money. 5 grand, and that's just to rent it, and we're going to have to rent this again another day to do our other field that's not ready. Maybe I should have just left the wheat field until the other field was ready and done both fields in one day. Well, I've rented it now. Either that or I keep it. If I keep it another day, it just charges me more money. I don't know. This is all stuff I got to work out, I guess. The struggles of starting a farm. I'm hoping I can pull this with this truck. I'm assuming I can. And get this to the farm safely as well. Not like I've ever towed one of these before. Whoa! Okay, we're on. I'm going to be coming out of here in the wrong angle, so I need to actually go down that way. Let me kind of swing around. I want to kind of go... There we go, that's a bit better. Alright. We're good. Okay, right. I'm thinking, as I was driving down, I was thinking to myself, I'm worrying about money and I'm going to have to rent this again. I'm going to have to do some jobs for some other farmers, I think. Even if it means I have to use their equipment to do it, so that I can then offset the cost of renting stuff. Otherwise, I'm just going to be bankrupt. I mean, I've got loan repayments to make as well. Oh man. Right. Anyway, let's get this attached. Back up. Right. Let's get this out of the way a minute. I'll just kind of leave this here for a sec. And that's ready to go back when I'm done. Right. I think we're ready to rock and roll, peeps. Okay. This is one of those fields where it's in a really weird shape. It's got these lines going through it. Now what I don't know is that for a reason? Is that because during the wetter months is there going to be water appearing in these fields? Is there any types of flooding going on, or am I perfectly okay for the next year to plough and join all that up into one field? Or should I keep it like this? I guess it makes it a bit more interesting, doesn't it, rather than just square fields. Tell you what, this is going to take a while. This is a bigger field than I actually realised. I think I might do is I'll do this section by section. So if I call this section 1, so if I carry on going up now, and then turn at the end. Later on, my plan going forward, like for the next harvest, is to have other people working with me. And so have someone else doing the combining while I do the trailer and keeping the combine empty and running the product back and forth. That would be my plan, which would be a lot faster. but I haven't got the money to be paying people's wages right now. I'm just starting out, so... And also I need to learn. Like I said, I haven't been on a farm since I helped my dad as a kid. And he never let me have a go. I used to sit in his harvester, but I was never allowed to have a go. So, I've hit my first little snag. I just didn't plan ahead. Harvester's full, which is inevitable. And I was doing quite well. I'm sort of halfway through this first section. And then it dawned on me, I haven't got the tractor running. So we need to go and have a look at the tractor. Now, if I remember correctly, this wasn't running. Oh, man. Day one and I'm making mistakes. Okay. Right, so I can't get that to the tools. There was a toolbox in the chicken shed. I wonder if there's enough tools in there. It might be something as simple as changing the sparks or something. Bear with me. Let's go and have a look. Ha, there it is. I knew I saw that toolbox. Thank you. Oh, that's quite far away. Right, let's see if we can get this going. £8,000 to get it repaired. My God, I need a working tractor though. That's not even a choice. That's a no-brainer. Done it. God, that we're down to £6,000. Ooh, we're gonna have to do some work. Right, this is gonna run now. Yes. Oh yeah. Let's get it cleaned as well. Let's have it looking superb. Yeah. It literally just needed some new sparks, oil change, and she started right up. Look at her. She is stunning. What a bit of kit. Wow. What a machine. I generally think this is... Look at that. This is so nice. Oh yeah. Have you ever seen such a good looking tractor? This is cool. Right. Hang on, where am I going? I'm gonna need the trailer. All the gears seem to be working fine. That's good. Right, let's reverse up to here. Right, this plan is starting to come together. Other than the fact that we are very quickly running out of money, I really hope there's some local farmers around that need some work doing, otherwise we are screwed. I don't want to increase my bank loan either. That is not an option. Right. So, I'm assuming if I just kind of miss that, I can't see whether... Yes. So I should better just leave that there because I've done this bit. So I can hop back in here. I can't wait until I'm hiring some help and someone else is doing all this. I like harvesting, don't get me wrong, but it's much easier when we've got certain course plays going on, and you're hiring some other people and you're just worrying about keeping it empty and keeping it ticking over. It's much better. Right, I'm good to carry on. Right, let's crack on. Right, harvester's full again, and as I was coming back here to grab my tractor, which I just realised I left running and wasting fuel, as I was coming by with the harvester, I found this on my land. Another harvester. How cool is that? That looks like a decent... I wonder if that's worth any money. I mean, it looks in pretty good condition, right? Nice. £1,000. Take it. If I find any more of those, I will definitely cash those in. Very nice. Right. Note to self as well, stop leaving your motor running on your tractor. It's just more money. Well, that's very nice, an extra £1,000. Very happy with that. Right, let's get down here. I love this tractor, this is so cool. I won't show you every single time I'm emptying the harvester. I'll probably bring you in towards the end of me finishing this field now, but it's just because I found that harvester on my land there, so I didn't want you guys to come back and go, hey, your money's gone up by £1,000. So yeah, I think what I'll do now, I'll carry on getting this field done back and forth, and I'll bring you in towards the end, and I've been doing a bit of thinking what I'm going to do money wise, so I'm going to talk to you about that when I've got this field done. And the field is done. So, I've been having a think. I've got 63,000 litres of wheat here. Now, I do need some wheat for feeding chickens that we don't have yet. I do need some wheat to make pig food with that I don't have any pigs yet. So I'm thinking if I keep a set amount back to start making some pig food and to start having some food for chickens for when we get the chickens, I'm thinking the rest of it I'm going to take up to the grain mill and turn into flour. That way I'm getting the most profit from the field. I'm going to keep the straw, I'm going to bale the straw up so that we've got a head start when it comes to straw for the pigs. So if I get a head start with straw, that makes sense. If I've got some wheat to start making feed for chickens and start making feed for pigs, bearing in mind I don't have any pigs or chickens, this is just me getting a head start, but then it is going to be a whole 9+ months till we get the next load of wheat off that field. So potentially, as I'm thinking about it, although I haven't got pigs now, whatever pig food I make from it now with the potatoes and the wheat has got to last, well, until the next harvest. So how much do I keep back? I've just realised I've missed a bit there, look. Yeah, so how much do I keep back to make pig food? Bearing in mind we've got that oats field that's going to be ready soon, and I don't need that to do with chickens, and I don't need it for pig food. I can literally sell the oats or go and take it up to the grain mill. So that's pure profit essentially, minus leasing costs. I mean, chickens don't go through that much. I just need to think about how much realistic pig food am I going to need to the next harvest and keep enough back, even if it means I might have to buy some pig food for a little while. But right now, what's more important? It's money, isn't it? We've only got 7,000 in the bank and a £100,000 loan to pay off. Okay. I'll have to have a think about how much I keep back and how much I send up to the grain mill, knowing that I can send everything we get off the oat field up to the grain mill. That can all be converted into flour and sold to make us money. I can do work for other people. I'm thinking I need to have a look at the production and think about how much it uses and how much, you know, I've never done pigs before, so I don't even know how much food they go through. So that's something to think of. So I'll get that little bit of field finished, put that into the silo as well, get our total, and then I need to get all the straw off of this field and baled up before the end of day. Yeah, and then we'll see where we go from there. I think that sounds like a plan. Can we all just agree that the sun setting across my field is gorgeous? So as you can see, I'm at the end now. I'm just picking up the last bit of straw. It's 6 o'clock. It's been a long day. I'm very tired. I've had to put the lights on. And that is done. I think we've got about 27, 28 bales across this. I haven't got any way of picking them up just yet. I'd have to rent something else. I don't have a bale loader or grab or anything like that. Let's just get this emptied. Swing around. There we go. Yep, I had to put a tiny bit of fuel in because I went on the red about halfway through. But yep, so I'm going to leave all these bales on the field. I only need them out of my way once it comes to prepping the field ready for next harvest, so fertilising it and seeding it and whatnot. So those bales can stay there for a little while. That's not an urgent thing. So yeah, I said I was having a little think about money. I remembered I've got that alfalfa, that grass field, which originally I was thinking that's just spare land. I can store equipment on it. I could maybe build a shed there at some point. And Farmer Mike popped down to see how I was getting on, see if I needed a hand. I said, no, I'm okay. I kind of want to do it myself at the minute because I'm learning. I was talking about my sort of money worries, and he said, look, you've got a couple of choices. He said, I can either increase my debt and take on a bit more money, knowing that I've got a functioning farm, because he said, you haven't got your animals in, and you're not really going to make any money until you've got your chickens and your pigs. Which is right. And he said, you've got a lot of equipment here that needs repair work and a lot of equipment you're yet to own. So he said, you really have got it all against you. He said, however, your grass field, rather than building on it, he said, use the grass and ferment it. He said, fermented alfalfa is worth quite good money. And he said, and that grass will just keep on growing. You'll cut it every 2 to 3 months, he said. You can make a good income off of that. So I'm gonna listen to him. He seems to know what he's talking about. I'm gonna do that. So that'll be something I do next, is get that grass cut. Again, I don't have any cutting equipment to cut the grass, and I don't have anything to be able to then pick the grass up and put it in here to ferment it. I've got the telehandler and the trailer to take it out of here. So, and we do want to get our pigs in, and I'm thinking I'm now on £8,000. I could do contract work for other people. That's something I said earlier. I still don't know what this is. I think it might be for fermenting, but then I'd rather use the silo. Anyway, yeah, I could do lots of contract, but that's a very slow burn. I had a look at a couple of contracts. There's like 3,000, 8,000, which I will do work for other people in between when there's not much going on here. But with the amount of equipment we need, with the amount of stuff that he's repairing, I mean, that harvester alone is going to cost me £50 to repair. I've also decided the wheat, I'm going to half it. I'm going to keep half of it. If we have a look here, I've got 63,000 litres of wheat, which right now is valued at 58,000. In January, it's going to be worth at its best 80,000, but I'm not going to sell it. I'm going to keep half of it. I'm going to keep 33,000 for chicken feed and making pig feed. The other 30,000 I'm going to take up and turn into flour. And then I'm going to do the same when we harvest oats. I'm going to take that up there and turn that into flour as well. I may not keep that field as oats. I may plant something else. Suggestions welcome. What I do with that field, but that will stay as a wheat field, and we'll stay doing potatoes because we need that for making pig food. What I do with that field is open to discussion, and the grass / alfalfa, I will get that cut and fermented. I think I'm going to have to increase my debt, which I'm not happy about, but I don't see I've got any other choice. If I increase the debt, I can get the stuff repaired that's here now, get a couple of extra bits in, like a mower, maybe a forage harvest, yeah, something to pick the grass up with. And we can start off with a few chickens and just a few pigs just to get us going. And at least then we'll be at a stage where we've got, once the flour's in and I can sell the flour, we can start paying off the debt faster because we're making more money. Once we're doing the grass every 2 to 3 months, that's another income source. So although I'm going to increase the debt, it's actually enabling me to pay off the debt faster. That's my logic anyway. So I think that's the plan moving forward. I don't see I've got any other choice. So tomorrow, in fact, where are we? End of August. So next month, September, I think the oat field's going to be ready. So I'm going to have to rent that header again. I'm going to have to go to the bank and have a chat and see whether they see the potential of this farm to be a really good earner. Increase the debt, get the debt paid off, and be a huge success. That's the plan anyway. There's lights. I'm sure there's lights. Yeah, there we go. Oh, what a day. I am absolutely knackered. Well, thank you for joining me on this first leg of this amazing journey. I do need to get rid of that tree. I'm going to keep seeing that every time I start on this tree coming in. I need to cut down that tree. Lots to do. Big adventure to be had. Thank you for joining me. Any suggestions, leave them in the comments below, and I'll see you for the next episode.